CBS 47 Fox 30 Action News Jax begins with breaking news.
Action News Jax on the scene of 3 breaking situations unfolding right now. So we just watched what appeared to be a boat pull through the St. John's near the Buckman. And police have a section of Harts Road taped off on the north side right now. And in Moncrief, we just learned that 2 children were taken to the hospital. About an hour ago, we saw crews push away a go-kart that was involved. Police said in the last 30 minutes, 2 girls and a woman were right now live outside of the Clay County Jail. Online records show that Sheriff Daryl Daniels is now booked as an inmate inside. He's charged with 3 counts of knowingly giving false information and 1 count of tampering with or fabricating evidence. An alert was just sent to your phone within the last 15 minutes, and Action News Jax was first to break the news.
It's a story our team has been digging into for over a year. We have live team coverage in-house going through documents, and they're in the field there trying to get you some answers. We begin with Action News Jax' Christy Turner. Christy, you're waiting to see if the sheriff has been released.
Right now, I'm standing outside the back of the Clay County Jail. You can see
Live at 6, CBS 47 Fox 30 Action News Jax begins with breaking news.
And that breaking news in the last 20 minutes, Clay County Sheriff Daryl Daniels is in jail, according to online records from the sheriff's office. Now, what you're looking at is a live shot up. This is the back door of the Clay County Jail. Records show that he is charged with tampering or fabricating evidence and knowingly giving false information to a law enforcement officer. We have live team coverage for you coming up in just Action News Jax has tracked Sally around the clock. So we're going to start with this time yesterday, 6 o'clock in Pensacola. Things were really picking up along the coast. You can see here storm surge bringing water several feet inland. Let's fast forward to about 5 a.m. in Dauphin Island. And this is also right on the coast. You can see the wind picking up out there, that sign just kind of rattling. Winds nearing 100 miles per hour sustained. Sally, at this point, a Category 2 storm, ripping homes apart and dumping a significant amount of rain. Daylight in Jackson County, even a little farther west, gave us a look at some of the damage. This is around 8 o'clock their time. Trees were down on homes and cars in Mississippi as strong winds and rain battered coastal towns. Now, at this point, Sally was down to a Category 1 storm.
The clock is ticking in Georgia.
Fast is great, and we appreciate fast. We more appreciate accuracy.
No winner called in the presidential election yet as we wait for final states to report.
We're going to win Pennsylvania, but they're trying to cheat us out of it.
Joe Biden's going to win the state, no question about it.
Action News Jax goes state by state as the fate of the presidency remains up in the air. Your news at 6 starts now. A live look at the White House press room developing tonight. The president says he will address the country at 6:30, and of course we will bring that to you live. We've been watching this all day. Election workers hard at work across the country. This is in Philadelphia, Tanika.
Yeah, they've been counting the ballots, going through thousands of votes, nearly 72 hours after polls closed. Now, Pennsylvania, one of 5 states that have yet to be declared in terms of a presidential winner. And that's according to the polls we follow from the Associated Press. Those 5 states, though, John, make all the difference.
Indeed they do. One of them, Georgia, and this is where Georgia stands right now. President Trump, 2.4 million. Joe Biden, 2.4 million, and about 9,000 votes. A little more than 9,000 votes separate these two in Georgia. This graphic may say 100% reporting, but that is precincts, of course, not individual ballots, and that is why they are still counting, because they are not all done yet. As of today, these 10 counties had counting left to do in Georgia. All still had thousands to go through. Chatham County, where Savannah is, had the most left to count. Within the hour, they started processing 17,000 votes that had not been counted yet.
Action News Jax has team coverage from Brunswick to Atlanta. Ballots are being counted while the president tries to stop the process legally. And meanwhile, legal challenges are filed questioning the way the ballots were counted and how they're being reviewed. Action News Jax' Paige Kelton joins us. And Paige, election law experts say that this whole thing that we're seeing, this is not unusual.
Want to give you some historical perspective on what's happening right now. Action News Jack's Paige Kelton takes us back to the 2016 election and the difference between the electoral and popular vote.
270 electoral votes. That's the magic number. And in 2016, President Trump won the electoral despite having lost the popular vote. Trump with 304 electorals in 2016 to Hillary Clinton's 227. The Democrat winning the popular vote by 2.8 million. That worked out to be about 2 percentage points. Now, these numbers took a few days the last time around, and that's what we're seeing in this nail-biter of a 2020 election. In the newsroom, Paige Kelton, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Unpacking the vaccine in Jacksonville.
History made as the first patient, the CEO of UF Health, Dr. Leon Haley, rolled up his sleeve. It's the first FDA-approved shot of the medicine that's expected to save lives across the globe.
I really wanted to spend some time with my parents, so I haven't had a chance to see them in about a year.
Tonight, Action News Jax's teams in the field, experts in our local hospitals, and the CEO of Pfizer weighing in on a vaccine that could affect all of our lives.
Your team coverage on coronavirus, the vaccine at 5, begins right now.
A major milestone reached in what's been a tough but incredible year for our healthcare system. I'm Tanika Hughes.
I'm John Bachman. The FDA emergency approved shots arrived here this morning. Dr. Leon Haley, the first in the state, took his at 10:39 this morning. All of this happening at UF Health Jacksonville and Hogan's Creek, one of 5 hospitals in Florida chosen for the first round of vaccines today.
And we've had a number of crews there all morning. Our team coverage includes a look at what's next, where the vaccines go from here, and who should be taking them.
Action News Jack's Bridget Matter starts us off. Bridget, UF Health's message was this vaccine is safe.
I've been waiting so long to be free.
The day of Axe Handle Saturday, Mr. Pearson got a call that white men in Confederate uniforms were passing out free axe handles.
A day that stained our city's history with blood, remembered 60 years later.
They were hitting any black person downtown with axe handles and baseball bats.
Tonight, Jacksonville reflects on Axe Handle Saturday and the fight for change that hasn't stopped since.
Take my soul to heaven, I'll be free.
And today, a commemoration of that day of defiance in Jacksonville. Members of the community marked the progress made, but recognized that work still lies ahead. Action News Jack's Lorena Inclan is live downtown. Lorena, today's event was held at the newly renamed James Weldon Johnson Park. CBS 47, Fox 30, your official Jaguars stations. It was a heartbreaker in Nashville this weekend. This pass from Minshew to Chris Thompson for 14-yard score. Well, that tied it up at 30-all. And then the Titans, they had this kick to take the lead. And he made it. However, the Jags got the ball back with plenty of time to score until this play right here. 2nd and 1, Gardner Minshew's pass gets tipped, bounces off a shoulder pad, lineman picks it up, defensive lineman picks it up, Titans take over. That's the ball game. But should it have happened? Walk with me. I get to be John Madden here for just a second. Okay, this is what everybody's talking about. If you're like me, you were yelling at your TV screen when you saw this too. 45-yard line is the line of scrimmage. That's it right there. Look at this. How did the ref up here and the ref down here not see Jadeveon Clowney right there? I was yelling and screaming. He's clearly over the line of scrimmage. If that would have been called, that play would have been blown dead. The Jags would have still gotten the ball with about a minute left. Now, I preach to the Bachman girls that we do not blame refs for the loss. But this one hurts. Join in the conversation on the Action News Jax Facebook page. And see your new member of the Action Sports Jax team, John Bachman. Great analysis. Boom. And as your official Jax station, we have you covered with all things Week 2. So join the Action Sports Jax team tonight for Jags Report Live. I think they should have you as a featured guest. Starts at 7 on Fox 30.